The Circuit Zolder in Belgium is a racetrack with a colorful past. Fast cars are still making the rounds here today. One team is particularly active in the pits. They're not only interested in engines and tires, but also in a futuristic technology called iOpener. This software module enables computer gamers to compete against genuine racing drivers online and in real time. Testing is almost complete. Its developers have spent several years fine-tuning the iOpener technology.
In the end, it starts with that we developed a device which is also patented. We installed that in the car. It takes the GPS location, so we have an actually really accurate positioning of the car, and we transfer that data into the game via internet.
It sounds pretty simple at first. iOpener consists of two main modules. One transmits data. The other receives telemetry data. And more importantly, the position of the cars on the track. Anyone who's used GPS knows that deviations are quite common, so iOpener's engineers have called on help from high places.
The first year we were in the incubator of the European Space Agency, and we got also some help there. And we actually don't use GPS, but we use differential GPS, which makes the accuracy already higher. And then we also use inertial measurement units, which is a really technical term, but it makes that we can make corrections on the actual GPS, and therefore we come to an accuracy of 30 centimeters.
Data about the car's exact position is sent to this antenna. In a fraction of a second, the information is processed and fed into the internet. At the control center, engineers monitor the strength of the signal and the position of the cars, both real and virtual. The driver doesn't see his virtual opponent, but he's preoccupied with real-life problems.
When the tires on normal temperature, then we can go 100%, maybe 110% of the car and ourselves. The only problem is I don't like it when a player on the computer is faster than me.
To beat the racing drivers, players need a lot of practice. There's no shortage of real-life role models at the track, and it's no different on the online circuit. That's why this beta tester gets a real kick out of iOpener.
But the advantage is, of course, if you want to follow the real racing car, the real racing driver, you must follow the real racing lines and the real breakpoints. So if is there a faster car in front of you, you want to exceed them.
Some 5,000 gamers took part in the beta test phase. iOpener's developers have big plans. They hope to use the system in international races. And for players, iOpener could even mean exciting opportunities in the real world of motorsport.
Actually, iOpener brings the racing world into the broader public, and that's also what we do with our talent scouting of Dunlop Drivers' Cup. Because the racing, it's a very select public normally, but over here we bring it to a broader group. And it's in real-time racing, so it's a good way to select people to bring them to the real race strip, and they can drive this mini then.
So it's time to put the pedal to the metal, whether online or at the racetrack. iOpener's developers expected to be ready for launch later this year.